Hi guys, German Prepper here. We have dramatic developments coming out of Ukraine today. Firstly, there is this announcement. Conscript women should register for military service from October the 1st. You heard that right, guys. Ukraine is to start conscription of women into their armed forces. Previously, the General Staff of the Ukrainian Army had announced that women would be included in the military records only with their consent. Since the start of the war in Ukraine, men, of course, have been banned from leaving the country if aged between 18 and 60. They are required to stay and fight, and now the same can be said of women. To this point in time, at least 37,000 brave women have joined the Ukrainian armed forces and more than 1,000 command units, according to Ukraine's First Lady, Olena Zelenska. Now guys, to a second piece of intel on Ukraine. Let me state clearly here that the source is Russian, and given the content, we must be critical of it. What we have is a report on the situation in the armed forces of Ukraine that has supposedly been intercepted. The report is dated from July the 29th and is signed by the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Valery Zaluzhny, with President Zelensky as recipient. Here are the reported highlights. Remember your grains of salt. The staffing of the armed forces of Ukraine remains at the level of 43 to 48% despite the mobilization. Casualties among military personnel are more than 191,000 dead and wounded. Over 80% of the reservists from the fifth wave of mobilization have already been killed, wounded, or defected. No statistics are kept on missing persons. Medical care is working at its limits. The seriously wounded are being transported through Poland for treatment in Germany, France, Italy, and other countries. Stocks of small arms and bulletproof vests are running low. Only 1 in 3 soldiers is equipped and ready for combat operations, while the rest must fight with whatever is needed. Cessation of payments at the place of civil work. Military delays of up to 3 months. Military aid from allies ends. These are mainly the first batches of the American M777, M109, and surprisingly, the fairly new PZH-2000 and Mars-2. Lack of trained specialists in the operation of Western weapons. Trained military personnel work 24 hours a day and cannot physically be in multiple locations. For this reason, people without expertise in the hardware are used. Therefore, malfunctions occur due to improper operation. Issue with consumables, particularly hydraulics and liquid nitrogen, required for M777 howitzers. In addition, the design of the titanium weapon requires special repair conditions. In the field, the automatic command, control and fire system does not hold up. There are no possibilities for on-site repairs. We have to send them to Poland, where there are spare parts and experts. Guys, if this report is all true, and I have reason to believe it could be, then Ukraine is facing down the abyss right now in continuing the war. Whatever the truth of it, I pray for a world that is forcing men and women of all nations to throw away their lives on war. A question for you all now to end. This will be controversial, but do you think women should be conscripted to fight? As always, looking forward to reading your answers. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.